In the next few minutes, I'll show you how to validate your business idea, saving you time, money, and frustration. Stay tuned to discover the steps successful entrepreneurs use to ensure their ideas are market-ready. Before diving into the specifics, let's address the importance of validation. Many entrepreneurs get excited about a new idea and rush to bring it to market without verifying whether there's a real demand. This often leads to wasted time, money, and effort. By validating your idea early on, you can minimize risk, save resources, refine your idea based on real feedback, and increase the chances of your business succeeding. So how do you validate your business idea? Let's break it down into actionable steps. The first step in validation is to research the market thoroughly. This involves understanding your target audience, competitors, and industry trends. Here's how you can do it. 1. Identify your target market. Who are your potential customers? What are their needs, preferences, and pain points? Where are they located? For example, if you're considering launching a new organic skincare line in Germany, you would first want to understand the preferences of German consumers. Are they interested in organic products? What age group is most likely to buy? What price point are they comfortable with? 2. Analyze competitors. Who are your competitors? What products or services do they offer? How do they market themselves? In the US, if you're planning to start an online meal delivery service, you'd need to look at companies like Blue Apron, HelloFresh, and others. Analyze their strengths and weaknesses. What are they doing well, and where do they fall short? 3. Study industry trends. What are the current trends in your industry? Are there any emerging technologies or consumer behaviors that could impact your business? For instance, if you're in the renewable energy sector in India, you'd want to keep an eye on government policies, technological advancements in solar panels, and the growing awareness of environmental issues. Once you have a good understanding of the market, the next step is to gather direct feedback from your potential customers. This can be done through surveys and interviews. 1. Surveys. Use tools like SurveyMonkey, Google Forms, or Typeform to create online surveys. Keep your questions clear and concise. Focus on understanding customer needs, their willingness to pay, and how they currently solve the problem your product or service addresses. Example. Suppose you're thinking of starting a new fitness app in Brazil. You could create a survey targeting Brazilian consumers to find out their fitness goals, what features they'd like in an app, and how much they're willing to pay for a subscription. 2. Interviews. Conduct one-on-one interviews with potential customers. These can be more in-depth than surveys and allow for follow-up questions. For example, if you're planning to open a co-working space in Nigeria, you could interview freelancers and small business owners to understand their workspace needs, budget, and preferred locations. Step 3. Create a minimum viable product, or MVP. After gathering feedback, the next step is to create a minimum viable product. An MVP is a simplified version of your product or service that includes only the essential features. The goal is to test the waters without investing too much money or time. Develop the MVP. Focus on the core features that solve the primary problem for your customers. Use platforms like WordPress, Shopify, or Wix for e-commerce sites, or no-code tools like Bubble or Atalo for app development. Example, let's say you're interested in launching a new online learning platform in Australia. Instead of building a full-fledged platform, start with a simple website offering a few courses and see how the market responds. Launch and test. Launch your MVP to a small segment of your target market. Collect feedback and track key metrics such as user engagement, conversion rates, and customer satisfaction. For example, if you're testing a new food delivery app in Singapore, you could launch it in a specific neighborhood or city district to see how users respond before scaling up. Step 4. Use landing pages to gauge interest. Another effective way to validate your idea is by creating a landing page that describes your product or service and encourages visitors to sign up for updates or pre-order. Create a landing page. Use tools like Unbounce, Lead Pages, or Instapage to create a professional-looking landing page quickly. Highlight the key benefits of your product or service. Include a clear call to action, such as signing up for a waiting list or downloading a free guide. Example, imagine you're considering launching a new eco-friendly clothing line in Canada. You could create a landing page showcasing your designs and asking visitors to sign up for pre-orders or updates on the launch. Drive traffic to the page. Use digital marketing channels like Google Ads, Facebook ads, or social media to drive traffic to your landing page. Analyze the conversion rate to gauge interest in your idea. For instance, if your landing page for the eco-friendly clothing line receives a high number of signups from Canadian consumers, it's a good indicator that there's demand for your product. Step 5. Conduct a pre-sale or crowdfunding campaign. If you want to take validation a step further, consider running a pre-sale or crowdfunding campaign. This not only tests market demand but also helps you raise funds before launching. Pre-sale. Offer your product or service at a discounted rate to early adopters. This approach works well for both physical products and digital services. Example, if you're launching a new tech gadget in Japan, you could offer it for pre-sale on your website. If enough people place orders, it's a strong signal that your idea has potential. Crowdfunding. Platforms like Kickstarter, Indiegogo, or GoFundMe allow you to present your idea to a global audience. Set a funding goal and offer rewards to backers who support your project. For instance, a startup in France might use Kickstarter to fund a new sustainable food packaging product. If the campaign reaches its funding goal, it validates that there's demand for the product. Step 6. Analyze the data. After implementing the steps mentioned above, it's crucial to analyze the data you've collected. This data will help you make informed decisions about whether to move forward, pivot, or abandon the idea. Customer feedback. Review the feedback from surveys, interviews, and MVP testing. Identify common themes, pain points, and suggestions for improvement. For example, if you receive feedback that your proposed subscription box service in the UK lacks variety, you might consider adding more product options before launching. Metrics. Analyze key metrics like website traffic, conversion rates, customer acquisition cost, and customer lifetime value. Compare these metrics to industry benchmarks to gauge your idea's potential success. For example, if your landing page for an online tutoring service in South Africa has a high conversion rate but a low customer lifetime value, you might need to rethink your pricing strategy or service offerings. Step 7. Make an informed decision. With all the data and insights in hand, it's time to make a decision. Move forward. If your validation efforts indicate strong demand and positive feedback, you can confidently proceed with your business idea. Start by developing a full version of your product or service, securing funding, and creating a detailed business plan. Pivot. If the feedback is mixed or suggests a different approach, consider pivoting. This might involve changing your target market, tweaking your product features, or adjusting your pricing. For example, a startup in Brazil initially planned to launch a luxury pet food line, but discovered through validation that consumers preferred mid-range pricing. They pivoted to offer a premium but affordable product. Abandon. If the validation process reveals little to no demand for your idea, it may be best to abandon it. While this can be disappointing, it's better to pivot or explore a new idea than to invest in a business that's unlikely to succeed. Tools and resources. Here are some tools and resources that can assist you in the validation process. Google Trends. Track search trends and see how interest in your idea changes over time and across different regions. Statista access market data, consumer insights, and industry reports to understand the market landscape better. Ahrefs or SEMrush. Use these tools for competitor analysis and keyword research to identify what your potential customers are searching for online. Typeform or Google Forms. Create and distribute surveys to gather customer feedback. Kickstarter or Indiegogo. Launch a crowdfunding campaign to validate your idea and raise initial funds. Unbounce or Lead Pages. Quickly create landing pages to test your concept and gauge interest. Expenses and income expectations. Let's discuss the costs associated with validating your business idea and what kind of income you can expect after a successful validation. Expenses, market research. Expect to spend anywhere from $500 to $5,000, depending on the depth and scale of the research. This can include purchasing industry reports, conducting surveys, and hiring consultants. MVP development costs can range from $1,000 to $10,000 or more, depending on the complexity of your product or service. Digital marketing. Budget at least $500 to $2,000 for ads to drive traffic to your landing page or MVP. Crowdfunding campaign. Running a campaign on platforms like Kickstarter can cost between $500 to $3,000, including platform fees, marketing, and rewards. Income expectations, post-validation. If your business idea is validated successfully, your income will depend on various factors such as market size, pricing, and growth strategy. For example, a validated e-commerce store could generate $10,000 to $50,000 per month in revenue within the first year. A validated SaaS product might bring in $5,000 to $20,000 per month in recurring revenue, depending on the subscription model and customer base. In conclusion, validating your business idea is a crucial step that can save you from costly mistakes and set you on the path to success. By conducting thorough market research, gathering customer feedback, creating an MVP, and analyzing the data, you can make informed decisions about your business. Remember, the goal is to ensure there's real demand for your product or service before you invest significant time and money. Thank you for watching. If you found this video helpful, please like, share, and subscribe for more content on entrepreneurship and business success. If you have any questions or need further assistance, feel free to leave a comment below or reach out to us directly. Good luck with your entrepreneurial journey.